Yes, Mr. Pandey, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Yes. Yes, Mr. Pandey.
My
Boliye.
lord,
Yes.
this is not the case, my lord. I appeared in all theory papers, got 76% marks. There was no question of appearance in practical papers. I also appeared in practical papers, signed the register, attendance register, my lord. It is there. And my lord, I was not, I did not leave the examination hall. I
The
was
question
there
of
in.
fact, this is a question of fact which cannot be looked into in this writ application.
In Annexure A, we have there is a joint committee report, Your Lordship. We have annexed in Annexure A.
My lord,
Yes.
annexer counter affidavit of respondent number 4 may kindly be seen. It is annexer A page 9, my lord.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, my lord. How contradictory a statement is the external mirror. Last lines, my lord, of first paragraph.
Yes.
उपर्युक्त विषय के should I read, my lord?
Yes.
उपयुक्त विषय के संबंध में अंकित करना है कि शिक्षण प्रशिक्षण 2008 में झारखंड अधिविद्य परिषद रांची द्वारा जिला शिक्षा पदाधिकारी सरायकेला खरसावां को व्यावहारिक परीक्षा के लिए प्रधान परीक्षक एवं जिला शिक्षा पदाधिकारी जमशेदपुर पूर्वी सिंहभूम को परीक्षक नियुक्त किया गया। 1 वर्षीय सेवा रोल कोर्स इतना के छात्र श्री जागरण लोहरा उपस्थिति पत्रक में अपना हस्ताक्षर अंकित कर कहीं चले गए। आई वाज देयर में लौट कहीं नहीं गया था, क्योंकि बाह्य व्यावहारिक परीक्षा के 5 पत्रकों में परीक्षा के समय उपस्थित नहीं थे। ये कहते हैं कि 5 परीक्षा में उपस्थित नहीं थे। अब नीचे कहते हैं पूछने पर उस समय बताया गया कि छात्र उपस्थिति बनाकर कहीं चला गया है, लेकिन 5 पत्रकों में एक ही पत्रक में उपस्थित नहीं हुआ। पहले ऊपर है कि 5 पत्रों में उपस्थित नहीं हुआ, नीचे कहते हैं कि एक ही पत्र में उपस्थित नहीं हुआ। Center superintendent is the head of the examination center, my lord. If the matter was not reported immediately to him, if I was absent, this should have been reported.
When was the result declared? And you could come to know that you have failed because you have been marked as absent. When was the result declared?
Yes, my lord, after a long time, I represented to the
When was the result declared?
Yes,
When was the result declared? Tell me. Yes, JPSC.
Yes, my lord. It is annexure A, page 20, my lord, of the writ petition.
The examination was held in the month of April 2008. And when was the result declared?
My lord, no result was given to me. Only after RTI application, this mark sheet was given to me.
When was the result declared?
Lordship, that is not on my record, Your Lordship. I have to verify it.
Why do you find this type of counter affidavits?
Your Lordship, it was filed in 2012.
Maybe it was filed in 2012 or 13.
But there, 2000, Your Lordship.
You are taking a ground of delay. You are taking a ground of delay.
One of the ground, Your Lordship.
On what basis you are taking that ground of delay? Tell me. What is the basis?
Your Lordship, the exam was conducted in 2008.
And if you are, and the writ was filed on
2012, Your Lordship. The exam was conducted
if
when
your examination has been result has been published in 2012, then how can you say it's delay?
My lord, when result was not given, immediately I represented on 15th of
I'm asking
September
you when
2008.
was the result issued?
Annexer 2, by
Um,
Annexer 2, my lord.
Lordship, Annexer 1 may be result is declared 23rd July 2008. The mark sheet of the candidate is there. Annexer 1. Jul 23rd July 2008, Your Lordship.
Annexure?
One of the writ petition, Your Lordship, page number 20.
It's failed. It's failed in many subjects. Absent in 1, 2, 3. No, there's no merit in this. Take down. In this writ application, the petitioner has prayed for a direction upon the respondents, revise and publish the result of teachers' training held in the month of April 2008. After properly evaluating the petitioner's marks, as he has been wrongly shown as absent in the internal examination. Next paragraph. Next, it is the case of the petitioner that he appeared in the teachers training examination of 2008, which was held in month of April 2008, and was present in all the theory and practical internal and external exam. It is his case that he was awarded, he got 66.1% in theory and 74% in external examination of paper Roman 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But he was wrongly shown as absent in the internal examination and thus was declared failed. First up. It is his contention that since he has appeared in all the examination and was not absent, he was wrongly shown as an absent. And this is an error which needs to be rectified and he be declared an appropriate result be prepared. First up. Next paragraph. It is the case of the state that the petitioner though appeared in some of the examination, but in the internal examination, internal practical examination, after signing the attendance sheet, he left the examination center and did not return. First up, since the petitioner did not return to give his examination, he was declared absent and he was failed. Next paragraph. The counsel appearing on behalf of the petitioner submits that the contention of the state is absolutely false and erroneous. He submits that he had the attendance register would show that he has signed the register, which means he has appeared in the examination. And for reasons best known, he has been shown to be failed. He submits that he is a meritorious candidate, obtained 66.1% in theory and 74.1% marks in external examination. He submits that it's no stretch of imagination he can fail in the examination, and it is an absolutely a malified act on part of the respondent to declare him as a fail, showing him absent. Next paragraph. The Council for the State submits that on the grievance of the petitioner, a committee was formed, and the committee inquired and submitted a report stating that the petitioner did not appear in the practical examination and was absent. Thus, he was declared fail. First time. After hearing the parties, I find that the dispute is in a very narrow compass. The petitioner submits that he has appeared in the examination. Full stop. His signature in the attendance sheet would justify his claim. It says that by no stretch of imagination, the petitioner can be shown to be absent, can be marked as absent when he has appeared in the examination. He submits that first, he submits me. Annexure 1 is the result which was published. The result was published on 23rd July 2008. The examination, there were theoretical subjects and practical subjects in the examination which a candidate had to appear. First time. The petitioner appeared in the theoretical examination, which is evident from the marks obtained. First time. So far as practical examination is concerned, I find that he was shown absent, fail, absent and failed in external evaluation of paper 5. He was shown absent in external evaluation of paper 6. He was shown absent in external evaluation of paper 7. He was shown absent in external evaluation of paper 8. And lastly, he was shown absent in external evaluation of paper 9. Full stop. From the aforesaid mark sheet, it is quite clear that he did not appear in external evaluation of the practical subjects, and thus he was declared fail. Full stop. In the counter affidavit filed by respondent number 4, a specific stand has been taken that the petitioner marked his attendance and left the room for a short time but did not return again in the external examination. Hence he was marked absent. It has been mentioned that a committee was constituted who submitted a report vouching the aforesaid fact. First up. The report has been brought on record. No, full stop. It is necessary to quote paragraph 7 and 8 of the counter affidavit of respondent number 4. Full stop. The report has also been brought on record. The report of the committee also suggests that the petitioner was absent. Full stop. Next one. Now the question which falls for consideration is whether the petitioner was absent or not. Full stop. The petitioner claims that he was not absent and he he appeared in the external examination practical papers. Full stop. This the respondent denies the same specifically, and they all full stop. It is their case also that a committee also found that the petitioner was absent. Full stop. This dispute is a dispute of fact which cannot be gone into in a writ jurisdiction, which needs evidence. It's a dispute of fact which cannot be gone into in the writ jurisdiction. The fact is also complicated. This is a disputed question of fact, full stop. This fact is also complicated. Full stop. This disputed, complicated question of fact cannot be gone into in the writ application. Full stop. Next paragraph. Further, I find that it is an admitted case of the petitioner that he knew that the results was declared on 23rd July 2008, and he was aware of the aforesaid fact in the 29th July 2008 itself. This writ application was filed in July 2012, that is after 4 years. First step. The petitioner tries to justify the delay by stating that they were filing a representations. First step. Mere filing of representation cannot condone, cannot explain the delay of this 4 years. Full stop. Next step. Thus, on the ground of complicated disputed question of facts, and also on the ground of delay, this writ application is, and the fact that, and prima facie from the fact it is apparent that the petitioner remained absent and did not appear in the practical examination, external practical examination, no relief can be granted to the petitioner. This writ application stands dismissed. Okay, since the entire writ application is dismissed on merits, the IA also stands disposed of. Is rendered infructuous.
Much available.
Serial number 11, WPS 4121 of 12, Mr. Salahuddin Haq, Mr. Afaq Ahmad, for the petitioner.
In this case, Lordship, I am waiting for the petition, Lord. But the prayer is, Lord, for rectification pay scale granted to the petitioner, Lord, on account of SB benefits, Lord, provided in Annexure 5 and 5 by 1, Lord. Lordship, kindly come to page 31, Lord, Annexure 5, Lord. Whereby, Lord, I was granted pay scale, Lord, on account of SCP benefits, Lord. Page 31, Lordship, got it, Lord?
Yes. Yes.
Page 31, Lord? Yes. This is regarding petition 1, Lord. SCP का लाभ मिलने के पूर्व का वेतनमान 6,500 से 10,500 था. एसीपी योजना के अधीन स्वीकृत वेतनमान 7,500 से 12,000 मिला. It is agreed by this, Lord, because, Lord, he is entitled to get 10,000 to 15,200, Lord. The same person, same condition, Lord. One person, Lord, has been granted, Lord. Cursor, Madam, I draw your attention, Lordship, Lord, on Annexure 8 of second supplementary of 10/3/2012. He was also section officer, retired. Annexure 8, Lord, supplementary of it dated 10/3/2012. Lordship, got it, Lord?
No, wait a minute. 10/3/2012. Yes,
2017, Lord. Annexure 8.
Sir.
This is regarding, Lord, another person, Lord, Anugrah Narayan Prasad. He was also getting, Lord, before ACP, Lord, 6,500, 10,500, Lord. The same to the petition, Lord. And after, Lord, ACP,
What
he
is
has
the
been granted.
What is the standing account limit?
On this point, Lord, they have not taken any stand, Lord. They are taking a stand, Lord. They have given the next pay scale or ACP benefits, Lord. But this has not been denied, my lord. This is the admitted position, my lord. The person who was also retired section officer, my lord, similar to the petitions, my lord, he has been granted, my lord, 10,000 to 15,200, my lord. The same.
What before ACP? What was your pay scale?
Yes, my lord. My pay scale is kindly come to
Your
Annexure 5, my
Lordship,
lord. But let me. Annexure 5, my lord. Kindly come to Annexure 5.
Yes.
एसीपी सीरियल नंबर 1, मिनट एसीपी का लाभ मिलने के पूर्व का वेतनमान 6,500 to 10,500.
6,500 to 10,500.
Yes,
So
मिनट.
what
And
is the next, what is the next higher scale of 6,500 to
according
10,500?
as per annexure 8, मिनट, it is मिनट that is 10,000 to 15,200.
How can that be? It is 7,500 to 12,000.
This has been granted to me, मिनट. But the same similar person, मिनट, by annexure 8, he has been granted.
Mr. Ahmed,
Yes, what?
this is not a bail application.
No,
If
I have not
something
done that, मिनट.
is done wrongly to others, that doesn't mean you will get the benefit of that same wrong. Just tell me the concept of ACP. The concept
Yes,
of
मिनट.
ACP is that you will get the next higher scale, pay scale which you
मिनट,
are getting.
मिनट.
So if you are in the
That
scale of 6,500 to 10,500, tell me what is the next higher scale.
my lord, these petitions, my lord, they are permanent employee of Jharkhand Council, my lord, and they have come from Bihar, my lord. In
It
Bihar
is
also, my lord.
material.
Yes, my lord.
All this, it's very simple matter.
Yes, my lord.
You are in a particular scale X.
Yes,
You will get ACP. What does the ACP scheme says? You will be getting the next higher scale.
yes, my lord.
What is the next higher scale of 6,500 to 10,500? Issue ends here.
My lord,
Why
as per
complicate
annexure,
it?
my lord, as per annexure 3, my lord, Lord, kindly come annexure 3, page 28, my lord. That is my parent department, my lord. I was in Bihar, and there also, my lord, the same scale has been granted, my lord.
What has been granted, I don't know. You are praying for a pay scale in ACP.
Yes, my lord.
What was the pay scale you are getting? Admittedly, you are getting 6,500 to 10,500.
Yes, my lord, I was getting.
Now show me the ACP scheme. What does the
My lord,
scheme of ACP say?
that I have not annexed, my lord, perhaps, my lord, but SP scheme
Say
says, my lord,
they will be
one,
placed on completion of a particular period of
yes, after
service.
12 years, my lord. Yes, my lord.
You are to
After
be
12 years,
at the benefit of ACP, which will be the
in next.
just higher scale which you are receiving.
Yes, Lord.
So if
In
you are
entire,
6,500 to 10,500, what is the next higher scale?
my lord, that they have to disclose, my lord, because, my lord, according to me, my lord, in Bihar also, my lord, the person has granted the scale which I am claiming, my lord. In here also, my lord,
What
same is
person has
given.
been granted? I'm not. I'm on the principle. What is the principle?
Your lord is right, my lord. But to that extent, my lord, they have to show, my lord, what is the next higher scale, my lord, for the section officers, my lord,
Yes,
who has that has to be shown by the academic council, my lord.
yes, state.
Your Lordship, may I assist Your Lordship?
Yes.
Your Lordship, just now I have received instruction in the morning. I have received the original files of this case, Your Lordship. And the noting shows that on 25/1/19, we have decided to give the ACP the required pay scale of 10,000 to the petitioner, Lordship. So I'll bring on record. The petitioner will, counsel of the petitioner will also seek instruction because he is getting the ACP and the prayer portion has been resolved.
If you say that he's entitled to get 10,500, give him 10,500 next time.
We are already giving him a Lordship. So I'll also bring
During the course of arguments, the counsel for the
Jack, Your Lordship.
Jack submits,
Okay.
Mrs. Richa Sanchita submits that the relief which the petitioner is claiming has already been granted to him. She submits that she has received telephonic instruction that the petitioner is being paid in the scale of 10,000.
10,000 to 15,200.
Has been granted. Full stop. She submits that she wants to file a supplementary affidavit, bringing a record in details.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Full stop.
Okay, I've just asked if
Detailed supplementary affidavit. Full stop. Prayer allowed. Let's discuss after
2 weeks, Your Lordship.
after 2 weeks to enable the counsel appearing on behalf of the Jack to file an appropriate supplementary affidavit.
Obliged, Lord.
You also seek instruction, Mr. Ahmed, from your
Yes, Lord,
client.
I will seek, Lord.
Serial number 12, WPL 6168 of 12, Mr. Rishi Palwa, Mr. Rajesh Kumar, for the petitioner.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Rajesh Kumar. Unmute yourself. Unmute.
Lords, I am from serial number 18, my lords. WPS 1286 of
Who is
2000.
this Rajesh Kumar Rishi Pallab?
This-
Serial 12. Serial 12. This is state writ application. It's a writ filed by the state. Yes.
My lords, may pass over the case, my lords. I will inform the concerned law officer, my lords. Or my lords may adjourn the case, my lords. I will seek instructions. Otherwise, I will appear, my lords.
What is this? 33C2. Who is the counsel?
The names of the associates are reflecting, my lords. Rishi Palla, the then associate, my lords. Probably of the advocate general, my lords. My lords may pass over the case, my lords. I will inform the concerned. Humble prayer, my lords.
This application has been filed by the state. This writ application has been filed by the state. First up, when the case was called out, the counsel on record didn't appear. Full stop. Next para. Mr. Srinu Ganpati, SC3, thereafter appears and submits that he will seek instruction and will take necessary steps and ensure that this case is argued on the next date. Full stop. Let name of Srinu Ganpati, SC3, appear in the cause list. On his request, this case is adjourned for two weeks. How is Mr. Rahul Kumar, Prabhat Singh? Where are they? Adjourned for 3 weeks.
Oblige, my
2
lords.
weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oblige, my lords.
Serial number 13, serial number 14, serial number 15 and 16. WPS 7216 of 12 with WPS 7258 of 12 with WPS 7523 of 12 with WPS 1202 of 13. Mr. Ramadhan Prasad Srivastav for petitioner in all the cases.
Yes, my lord. In this matter, I am appearing on the behalf of the petitioner lordship in all cases. Serial number 13, 14, 15, 16 and serial number 43, lordship.
Yes?
Yes, my lord. In this matter, my lord, I am praying for the quashing of annexure 11 and 11 by Y, 11 by 1, because, my lord, this is the totally illegal and arbitrary order has been passed by the.
You are appearing?
Yes, my lord. On behalf of
Serial number
petitioner.
30 in
Serial
all the
number
cases.
30. Yes, my lord. 13, 14,
Yes.
15, 16, and 43.
Which will be the main case?
Main case is, lordship, the serial number 1, because they all are the similar matter, lordship.
All a similar matter.
All are similar matter.
Yes.
Yes, lordship. In this case, lordship, I am serial number 1, lordship. I am praying.
Who is for the stage?
Serial number 13, I am appearing for this state, Your Lordship.
In serial number 15, Your Lordship, I am appearing.
In 16, Your Lordship, I am appearing.
Lordship, in 14, I am appearing.
So what is the prayer? Let's see.
Yes, my lord. In this writ application,
Yes.
lordship, this writ application, lordship, I am praying for the questioning of annexure 11 and 11 by 1, because, my lord, this order has been passed, totally illegal, arbitrary, and without application of mind, lordship, in this matter. Because, my lord, the similarly situated service of the similarly situated person have been absorbed, the petitioner is not. My lord, in this matter, the factual matrix is that the all petitioner are the retained employee of census 1991, and all names found mentioned in the, my lord, register, all are appointed for the Ranchi district, and all are, my lord, names found mentioned in the register in the Ranchi district. But, lordship, the policy decision has been taken regarding the absorption of the services of the petitioner. My lord, the similarly situated person service has been absorbed, the petitioner is not. So, my lord, in this regard, lordship, petitioner earlier filed a writ application, and, my lord, I have annexed the annexure 10, page number
10.
55. 10.
Yes. Let us see.
Page 55.
Yes.
Lordship, in this writ application, operating portion is, may I permit to read the, my lord, the operating portion, lordship.
Yes.
Considering the said submission, this writ application is disposed of giving liberty to the petitioner to file representation along with the supporting documents before the Secretary, Revenue and the Land Reforms Department, Government of Jharkhand. On receipt of representation, the respondent shall consider the petitioner's claim in accordance with law and the policy decision of the state and pass appropriate written order within a period of 6 weeks from the date of receipt of the representation.
Yes.
Yes, my lord. In this respect, lordship, one policy decision has been taken regarding the, my lord, the absorption of the services as per mandamus issued by the Honorable Supreme Court, lordship. So, lordship, annexure 3 is, lordship, the policy decision.
Just a minute. What is annexure 10 by 1?
10 by 1, lordship, this is the interim order, lordship. 10 by 1 is the interim order. During pendency of this application, my lord, this order has been passed by the coordinate bench of this Honorable High Court. And, my lord, the Honorable Court has, my lord, observed that, my lord, he has, my lord, may I permit to, my lord, that part? Read, my lord. May I permit to read?
Yes.
My lord, the instant interlocutory application is preferred for the early hearing of the writ application in admission matter. It is the contention of the petitioner that after the direction passed in his case by annexure 10 in WPS number 578 2010, direction passed in his case dated 29th July 11 by this court, the representation of the petitioner for consideration of his case for absorption in accordance absorption in appropriate class 3 and 4 post under the respondent estate has been rejected by the impugned order dated 9th November 2011 issued by the Principal Secretary, Revenue and Land Reforms Department, Government of Jharkhand. It is submitted on his behalf that the said order has been passed without verification of the relevant records of such retrenched census employee maintained by the Directorate of Census Patna. According to him, he has obtained under the Right to Information Act the relevant copies of the register of such census employee who were retrenched in the year 1991 in the district of Ranchi. According to him, his name appears at serial number 119 of the said list, which has been enclosed and an extract to the said supplementary affidavit learned counsel for the respondent state is therefore directed to seek a specific instruction on this issue and file further affidavit. Accordingly, let the case be listed after the 4 weeks along with WPS number 7258/2012 in view of the above order. IA for the early hearing is disposed of. My submission is, Lordship, petitioner's names filed in mention 119 in the written chief law census 1991. But my lord, the similarly situated person has been absorbed, but the petitioner is not. After that, my lord, one another interim.
Mr. Singh, in this
Yes,
case, your name appeared in serial number 190.
Yes, my lord.
Petitioner of this case and petitioner
Ha.
of other cases.
Yes, Lordship, I have mentioned all cases. I have annexed, my lord. I have annexed the relevant documents in all cases, and all names of the petitioner find mention in the register of working center, means in Ranchi district. But my lord, he has passed the order and saying that the names which has been sent by the Directorate Bihar Patna, the names of the petitioner is not mentioned. So my lord, his claim is rejected on that ground.
Yes, wish for the state. This case.
Yes, Your Lordship. Lordship, in para 5, we have mentioned that the petitioner has presented the representation before Principal Secretary Revenue Land Reform, but it has found that petitioner name is not mentioned in the list, Lordship, so it was rejected.
So his name was there in the list. According to his name appears in serial number 119 of the state list.
No, my lord,
Where is the policy? Where is the policy?
According to Annexure 3, Lordship, page 35, Lordship, and type copy 35, Lordship, page 35, Annexure 3.
Where is the type copy?
उसी के नीचे है जो
This gazette.
Yes, Lordship, झारखंड गजट असाधारण झारखंड सरकार द्वारा प्रकाशित.
Yes, read what is it?
Yes, my lord. 3 नवंबर 2004 विषय वर्ष 1991 के छंटनीग्रस्त जनगणना कर्मचारियों को राजस्व एवं भूमि सुधार विभाग के नियंत्रणाधीन क्षेत्रीय कार्यालय में वर्ग 3 एवं 4 के रिक्त पदों के विरुद्ध 602 पदों पर समायोजित करने के संबंध में वर्ष 91 के 602 छंटनीग्रस्त जनगणना कर्मचारियों को राजस्व एवं भूमि सुधार विभाग के नियंत्रणाधीन क्षेत्रीय कार्यालय में वर्ग 3 एवं 4 के रिक्त पदों के विरुद्ध समायोजित करने का प्रस्ताव सरकार के विचाराधीन था. सम्यक विचारोपरांत राज्य सरकार द्वारा वर्ष 1991 के छंटनीग्रस्त जनगणना कर्मचारियों को राजस्व एवं भूमि सुधार विभाग के नियंत्रणाधीन क्षेत्रीय कार्यालय में वर्ग 3 एवं 4 के रिक्त पदों के विरुद्ध 602 पदों पर समायोजित करने का निर्णय लिया गया है. राज्य स्तरीय संवर्ग के लिए राज्य स्तरीय आरक्षण रोस्टर लागू होगा. जिला स्तरीय संवर्ग के लिए जिला स्तरीय लागू होगा. मुख्यालय स्थापना इन बिंदुओं पर विचार करेगी. अतिरिक्त पदों के सृजन की आवश्यकता नहीं है. जहां नियुक्ति लोक सेवा आयोग और सेवा चयन परिषद द्वारा नहीं हो रही है, उन्हीं पदों के विरुद्ध समायोजन किया जा सकेगा. उक्त निर्णय में कार्मिक एवं प्रशासनिक सुधार तथा राजभाषा विभाग वित्त विभाग झारखंड की सहमति और मंत्री परिषद के अनुमोदन प्राप्त है. आदेश दिया जाता है कि इस संकल्प को झारखंड सरकार झारखंड राजपत्र के असाधारण अंक में प्रकाशित किया जाए और इसकी प्रतियां महालेखाकार बिहार एवं झारखंड सभी विभाग सभी विभागाध्यक्ष सभी प्रमंडलीय आयुक्त सभी कोषागार उप कोषागार को सूचना एवं आवश्यक कार्य हेतु भेजी जाए. After that, my lord, the services of the petitioner has been reached.
So the only thing has to be seen that he was a 1991 retrenched employee only.
Yes, my lord.
Show me any document to show that you were 91 retrenched.
Yes, my lord. I am appointed in the year 1991 in Annexure 6, Lordship. Annexure 6, page 41.
Page 41.
41.
Yes, read that.
हुजूरी है रांची नगर निगम भवन रांची. स्थानीय नियोजनालय से आपका नाम आपका आवेदन इस कार्यालय में कंपाइलर पर्यवेक्षक के पद वेतन 900 समथिंग समेकित किया की समेकित के लिए चयन पर विचार करने हेतु प्राप्त हुआ है। साक्षात्कार दिनांक इतना 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 उपनिदेशक क्षेत्रीय जनगणना कार्यालय में होगा। ये हुजूर चूंकि नियुक्ति का है और इस जो इनका फॉर्मेट था इसी के आधार पर इनका नियुक्ति हुआ था। इसके बाद जो है उनका ज्ञापन है जो दिया हुआ है 42 पेज पर लगा हुआ है, जो इनका अपॉइंटमेंट का जो नियुक्ति का कंपाइलर के पोस्ट पर इनका नियुक्ति हुआ था। अच्छा प्रसाद,
What is your name here?
अच्छा प्रसाद सिंह, पेज नंबर 42।
So what is this 41?
41 इस तरह का इनका प्रोसेस था कि इस तरह से जो नियोजनालय से, स्थानीय नियोजनालय से आपका नाम, आपका आवेदन इस कार्यालय में कंपाइलर पर्यवेक्षक के पद वेतन इतना के लिए चयन पर।
Your name is Akshay Prasad Singh.
Yes, Lordship.
So your name is there in the last column in page 41.
हाँ,
107. 107. Your name is there.
Yes, my lord.
107.
पेज 41, हाँ लास्ट अक्षय प्रसाद सिंह, और उनका जो एड्रेस दिया हुआ 107। आफ्टर दैट ही वाज अपॉइंटेड ऑन दैट पोस्ट।
Boarding Road, Patna. Yes.
Yes, my lord. Page number 42, Lordship. Annexure 6/1.
What is their counter affidavit?
काउंटर एफिडेविट में हुजूर यही स्टैंड ले रहे हैं कि इनका नाम जो पटना से जो लिस्ट आया था रिटेंट एम्प्लॉई का, उसमें इनका नाम मेंशन नहीं है, इसलिए इनका समायोजन यहाँ नहीं किया जा सकता है।
They are not denying that you were appointed and you were retrenched.
No.
Yes, state. Are you denying that he was not appointed? Are you denying the fact that he was not appointed or not retrenched?
No.
In all the cases, the same point involved.
Yes, yes, your lordship.
In all cases, same points involved.
State, just tell me, are you denying that these petitioners were not employed or they were not retrenched?
Yes, your lordship, we are denying that point, lordship.
Where have you stated that they were not even appointed? Not they were retrenched.
Lordship, in para 5, after that, your lordship, we have mentioned in page 6, your lordship, that further stated submitted that the case of petitioner was again examined by the principal secretary land reform and passed the order on such and such in contempt case that the petitioner name was not mentioned in the list, and
not mentioning of a list is something else. Just listen to the question which I am putting and try to understand the niceties of this. I am putting a question. Is it your case that he was not appointed, not retrenched?
No, that point not came in our counter affidavit.
You have stated that his name was not in the list.
Yes, your lordship. And the name not came in the list.
Listen to me. There was the policy doesn't say that the name which will be forwarded will be given appointment. The persons whose name will be forwarded, they will be given appointment. The scheme says the retrenched census employee of 1991 will be absorbed. Just tell me whether he is a retrenched employee or not.
Yes.
Documents which he has annexed prima facie shows that he is a retrenched employee.
Yes.
And covers under the scheme. Just some person sitting in Patna, his hands are not greased, so he has not sent the name, will not disentitle this person. I'm sorry to say. If you want to reject the claim, it should be on the ground that yes, they were not retrenched employee. They were not employed, they were not retrenched.
The lordship, sometime
it's not a ground.
Lordship, some time may be granted. We ask the department, we take the instruction about this one. Yes, sir.
The state will file an affidavit, short affidavit, stating whether the petitioners were census workers of were appointed as census workers in 1991 or not, and whether they were retrenched after completion of the project or not. they will also in their counter affidavit. This question should be answered considering Annexure 6 and in all the cases Annexure 6 and 7, Annexure 6 series.
No, Lordship, other cases on the annexure, because Lordship, I am at that time I am not conducting advocate in the matter, but all the other annexure I annexed, my lord.
Considering the appointment letter issued in their favor. It is made clear that the state will not solely rely upon the names which were forwarded. The list will solely rely upon the list which contains the names of employees who were absorbed. Don't solely rely upon that list. In this case, after 3 weeks.
My lord, all petitioners are going to retire, Lordship. So, my lord, then all age has लगभग वो जो इनका expire करने जा रहा है, इसलिए short इसमें एक डेट दे दिया जाए.
You can't help it. Mr. Counsel?
Yes, my lord.
This has been listed before this court for the first time. And earlier when it was taken up, it was adjournment was sought for.
No, Lordship.
Within 3 weeks, you have to file your affidavit.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, sir.
A date may be fixed, Lordship, in this matter only. But
It will come on a Friday. It is coming on Friday. It will come on Friday. There are no not much tied up matters left.
Yes, my lord.
Oblige, Lordship. Oblige.
Serial number 17, WPS 7726 or 12, Mr. Sri Krishna Pandey.
Yes, Mr. Pandey.
Yes, Lordship. This application is for payment of PhD allowance, my lord.
Not paid.
And second is for payment of interest. And third for balance amount of DTA, my lord. So far, PhD allowance is concerned, my lord. This prayer has been considered by the Director HRD Department, which is evident from counter affidavit or respondent number 2, my lord, para 8, my lord.
Show me the counter affidavit.
Counter affidavit of the respondent number 2, my lord, para 8.
Respondent number 2.
Yes, my lord. HRD Department.
Just let me see. Para 8.
Yes, my lord. Para 8.
Para 8. HRD. Respondent number?
Page 6, my lord. Para 8.
Wait a minute, Mr. Pandey. Para 8.
By that, my lord, a proposal has been sought from Ranchi University, my lord, after fixing the pay in professor scales with PhD allowance, my lord.
Yes, that is your PhD allowance. The other part?
Yes, my lord. And the Ranchi University on his part has also done its duty and by this.
When did you superannuate?
My lord.
When did you superannuate?
It is stated, my lord, in para 8, my lord. The most stated, the Director of Higher Education has received the counter affidavit filed by the Secretary Jogda Satsang College, Jagannathpur, Dhurba, Ranchi, Milord, through University. In the said affidavit, it is mentioned that the proposal for the pay fixation due to PhD increment has been forwarded to the Director HRD through the University. Keeping in view the said fact, the Director Higher Education Jharkhand, by letter number so and so Milord, has directed the Registrar Ranchi University to make available the said proposal to the Directorate of Higher Education. After the receipt of the proposal, the Director of Higher Education.
Where is the order of the High Court in WPS 30 of 2003?
That was for payment of my salary arrear, etc.
Where is that page?
My lord,
page.
regarding PhD allowance, first of my lord, Ranchi University has also forwarded my case.
Page, the writ application.
Yes, my lord.
The writ application, it is at page annexure 16. Sorry, page 16. Mr. Pandey?
Yes, my lord. My lord, this order was for payment of my salary, etc., with effect from 1/2/1985 to 21/9/1992, my lord, on the post of reader and professor, my lord, from 22nd of September 1992 to 31st of July 2001, my lord. At that time, there was no provision for PhD allowance, my lord. Subsequently, it was allowed by the Higher Education and Ranchi University, my lord, and this made a cause of action for filing this writ application for PhD allowance also, my lord.
So you are claiming interest also.
That
The High Court has turned down your prayer for interest.
At that stage, because it transpired that.
So it has been turned down. For all good, bad, or any reason, it has been turned down.
Achha, yes, my lord. But PhD allowance, my lord, Ranchi University had also, with upon direction of the HRD department, forwarded my claim for PhD allowance in professor scale, my lord, which is annexure A of page 5 of Ranchi University, my lord.
State and university? Who is for the state and who is for the university?
I am appearing for the state, your lordship.
Yes.
Your lordships, so far as one of the prayer with regard to retirement benefit, your lordships.
PhD allowance has been paid to him or not?
Your lordships, our annexure did not say, your lordships, whether the PhD allowance has been paid or not. But so far as PhD allowance is concerned, your lordship, we have made our specific assertion in paragraph number 11, your lordship. As it clear from the order dated 19th of August 2011, passed in the case of Dr. Parsuram Tiwari, there was a specific order for the payment of interest to the petitioner if the order is not complied within the fixed time.
Mr. Counsel, just tell me whether the PhD allowance have been paid or not. You accepted that he is entitled for the same.
Your lordships, our counter affidavit did not speak any about speaks about the PhD. Your lordship,
why do you file this type of complaint?
It is very clearly it has been stated and asked for proposal for payment of PhD allowance, my lord, by the HRD department, para 8, my lord. And accordingly, Ranchi University has sent the proposal to the HRD department, my lord, respondent number 2.
University. Who is for the university? Who is for Ranchi University?
Annexure A will kind of counter affidavit.
I have seen that. Who is for the Ranchi University?
Mr. A.K. Mehta is, but his perhaps not present.
Where is Mr. Mehta? देखिए तो who is for the Rashid University whose name is appearing? Where is
Perhaps your lordships, Amit Kumar Sinha is supposed to appear for Ranchi University, your lordship.
Where is Mr. Amit Sinha? He is in the panel. Mr. Sinha, Amit Sinha, where are you?
My lord, I want to submit that Dr. B.K. Das is on dialysis, my lord, continuously for 3 months.
What is the how much will be the monetary benefit? Mr. Pandey? Switch on, switch on. Unmute yourself, Mr. Pandey. Unmute yourself.
Yes, my lord.
What will be the monetary benefit, the amount of the quantum of the PhD allowance?
With respect to PhD allowance, my lord, it is only 1,32,000.
1 lakh?
32,000.
32,000. And what is the third prayer?
My lord?
What is the third prayer? You have prayed for another relief?
Interest, my lord, on third prayer for DDA, my lord.
Wow, what is that?
It is only 40,000.
What were the states saying about that?
My lord, I'm hard of hearing, some difficulty.
What is the state saying on that? 40,000?
They are nothing has said. Nothing has been said by them.
Who is for the university?
Mr. Mehta or Anup Kumar, Amit Kumar Sinha.
Connect Mr. Amit Sinha. Where is Mr. Anup Mehta? Call Mr. Anup Mehta.
In fact, my lord, the proposal is already, Ranchi University proposal is already before the HRD department is for number 2, my lord. They have said in para state that after receipt of the proposal, they will consider the case and pass order, take a necessary action.
Your lordship, in paragraph number 7, we have stated the college is the employer of the petitioners. That's why college will take a decision with regard to the admissible dues, your lordship.
My lord, para 8 very emphatically says that
just a minute.
In the said affidavit, it is mentioned that the proposal for the pay fixation due to PhD increment has been forwarded.
Mr. Nipun Bakshi is for the college. Where is Mr. Nipun Bakshi? Who is for the college?
Now the role is of the HRD department, my lord, after getting the proposal already with them. After the receipt of the proposal, the director higher education will take necessary action.
Yes, Mr. Mehta. this poor person is running from pillar to post for 1,72,000. A retired professor who is suffering from kidney ailments and is on dialysis.
My lord.
The state, his claims are not being denied. He's entitled to get the PhD. What is this PhD?
Allowance increment, my lord.
And BDA. Why it has not been paid? At which stage now it has reached, and where the money is blocked? Tell me.
As probably I'm referring to 7726, my lord.
Yes.
We have filed a counter affidavit, and in the counter affidavit we have stated that the petitioner is an employee of a minority college, namely Yogda Satsang Mahavidyalaya, my lords. My lords, so far as minority
deficit grant college,
where the money goes directly to the college from the state government. That is the difference.
Who is for the college?
This is what we have said in our counter affidavit.
Who is for the college?
College, my lords, normally Mr. Bakshi, Junior.
Where is Nipun Bakshi?
जरा सा लगाओ, निपुण बख्शी को लगाओ.
Annexure A is the letter of the state issued by the Director of Higher Education, who says that the proposal should come from the university.
And yes, and
proposal?
Yes, in our counter affidavit, your lordship would see paragraph 5, page 3, that the respondent university states that university has provisionally fixed the pay of the petitioner on the post of professor in the Department of English, Yogda, and has sent the same to the Director of Higher Education.
No, it's not the pay fixation. He's for the
so far as the role of the university is concerned,
PhD allowance.
It is all dependent upon pay fixation. Once the pay fixation in the professor scale is allowed, the consequent is the PhD allowance, if admissible, it would be paid by the state government.
He says that he has not received the PhD allowance.
That is to be maybe correct, my lords.
State.
Your lordships, kindly see our annexure B of counter affidavit.
Yes.
उपयुक्त विषयक विभागीय पत्रांक स्वयंसो प्रति संलग्न कर भेजते हुए कहना है कि निम्न विवरणी अनुसार राशि बैंक ड्राफ्ट के रूप में आपको भेजी जा रही है. इसकी सूचना अथवा हस्ताक्षरी को Your lordship, amount.
Which amount?
This does not concern.
This amount includes the PhD allowance.
Your lordship, it is not stated in our counter affidavit. That's why I want to seek the instruction from the department concerned. And on the very next day, your lordships, I will ensure the court that I will.
Mr. Counsel,
This is in
Mr. Counsel, I am keeping this case on Tuesday.
Your lordship.
Take instruction and tell me whether you have paid the amount as claimed by him. Prayer number 1 and prayer number 2, 3. Forget about prayer number 2. And you have not by what time you will pay.
Your lordship.
Say that we have not received X paper from the university and Y paper from the college. If you have not received, tell your director to go to the college and the university and get hold of those papers. Enough is enough.
Your lordships, I will get the information as per your lordship direction.
I just want only 2 lines. 1, yes, we have paid this much amount on this date, or we have not paid and we will pay this much amount this date.
Your lordship.
and I want nothing to hear that this paper is not with me, that paper is not with me. Here's this case on Tuesday. On Tuesday, 8th.
This is confined to PhD allowance, my lord.
PhD and DDA. And DDA.
And DDA.
DDA. Interest has been specifically rejected. Prayer for payment interest has been rejected in the earlier writ application. Yes, next.
Serial number 18, WPS 1286 of 13, Ms. Vandana Sinha, Mr. Rajesh Kumar.
May please, Lordship. Let's in this case, the original petitioner died in the year 2015. Thereafter, the widow was substituted. She also died. Now, the sons are the petitioners. Plus, the original petitioner was the chairman of the Jharkhand Academic Council. In between, he superannuated in the year 2009. The only two prayer was there in the writ application for grant of sixth pay division with effect from 1/1/2006 to 1 September 2009, the date of his retirement, and to fix the pension on the revised pay scale. During the this pendency of this case, on 16/9/2013, a check of rupees 7 lakh.
तू तो जानता ही हमको खाली बताओ.
Yes. I have also filed in this case supplementary affidavit on 18/10/2013, in which I have given the details, how much amount I have to pay. I have annexed that letter also, dated 16/9/2013, which was given to me in court on 16/9/13 itself. Kindly come to Annexer 18 series, page 10 of the supplementary affidavit.
Supplementary.
Yes, Mr.
Page 10.
Page 10.
Dated?
Dated 16/9/2013.
16/9.
Can you see in bottom 16/9/2013?
Yes.
Got it? Yes, ma'am. प्रेसर सचिव सेवा में डॉक्टर शालिग्राम यादव, पूर्वाध्यक्ष, सच एंड सच। उक्त विषय के संबंध में निर्देशानुसार कहना है कि छठा निश्चित वेतनमान में निर्धारित वेतन में 1/6/2006 से 1/9/2009 तक की अंतर राशि से संबंधित चेक संख्या सेशन सच दिनांक ₹721,540 संलग्न है, जिसे स्वीकार करने की कृपा कीजिए। अंकनीय की उक्त अवधि में भवदेह द्वारा अर्जित अवकाश का नकदीकरण एवं भविष्य निधि में परिषद का अंशदान के रूप में 4,44,470 का भुगतान प्राप्त किया गया है। इस संबंध में ज्ञातव्य कि परिषद के अध्यक्ष को विश्वविद्यालय के कुलपति के समतुल्य वेतनमान एवं सुविधाएं अनुमान है तथा उनका सेवा सर्टिफिकेट तदनुकूल है। ऐसी स्थिति में यह स्पष्ट नहीं हो रहा है कि सेवानिवृत्त प्राध्यापक जिन्हें पेंशन आदि का लाभ मिल रहा है, यदि परिषद के अध्यक्ष रूप में पदस्थापित होते हैं तो उन्हें उपयुक्त सुविधा अनुमान है या नहीं। इस बिंदु पर कुल सचिव रांची विश्वविद्यालय से सूचना की मांग की गई है। प्राप्त सूचना तक उपयुक्त राशि को लंबित रखते हुए शेष राशि का ही चेक तत्काल इस पत्र के साथ संलग्न किया जा रहा है। बस दिस अमाउंट वाज पेड टू मी इन द कोर्ट। I have given details. Kindly come to page number 4 of the same affidavit.
So what amount was withheld? What is the amount which was withheld?
It was stated 4,44,470.
Okay.
Next.
Yes.
I have given the breakup of my let's say claim in page number 4 of this same affidavit, my lords, supplementary affidavit.
You are claiming 25 lakhs.
Yes, my lord. Total 22,000, 66,156. Plus, I have also claimed for interest also. Plus, this was withheld for a long time. So actual amount is 22, 66,156, and I paid for 10% interest, then 25. Now, let's kindly come to counter affidavit filed by the Jack Mullers.
Yes.
26/11/2014.
26/11/2014.
1 for 14 minutes. It has been affidavitted on.
Yes.
Let's got it. Yes. Kindly come to paragraph number 7 onwards. 7.
Yes.
Got it. The accordingly difference amount of the period 11/2006 to 19/2009 was paid by a check rupees 721,540 to the petitioner. The amount was arrived by deducting rupees 4,44,470 out of total due to 12,56,010 calculated on the basis of pay revision. The deduction had been made under the heads of payment taken by the petitioner earlier as employer contribution to provident fund rupees 246,083 and unlived encashment 1,98,387. Such deduction was made and amount was withheld awaiting certain clarification from Ranchi University, for which letter number 47913 dated 16/9/2013 had been written. The answer thereto has been received on 24/11/2014 by letter number such and such dated 22/11/2014. By letter number such and such dated 20, in which it has been clarified that so far as contribution towards provident fund is concerned, the employer contribution is not to be deposited and it is only the employee's contribution 10% basic pay which is deposited in the PF account, which after superannuation of Vice Chancellor to be paid with interest. As regards on-leave encashment, clarification has come that after retirement from the post of Vice Chancellor, total 240 days of unleave encashment is payable. After retirement means I was appointed as chairman Jack after retirement. So I will entitle for 240 days of only encashment payable for the entire period of service. And if one has already received unleave encashment of 180 days upon retirement from active service, then only 60 days of encashment would be payable. Next one, that upon receipt of such clarification, it is clear that the petitioner claim for contribution towards provident fund is not acceptable and the declaration made should be confirmed. So far, declarations made should be confirmed. So far as unleave encashment is concerned, it is for the petitioner to clarify as to how many days unleave encashment he already received.
Which for the Jack?
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of Jack, my lord.
What is your stand? What amount he is entitled to receive now?
As per my counter affidavit, my lord, they received 7,21,540 rupees, my lord. We seek instruction, my lord. 2014 का मैटर है, एक बार इसको देख ले रहे हैं कि पेमेंट हो गया होगा, जैसा हम लिखे हैं लास्ट पैराग्राफ में, रिटायरमेंट फ्रॉम एक्टिविटी सर्विस ओनली 60 days would be payable.
Jack will file an additional affidavit stating as to whether the petitioner is entitled to any further amount on account of revised pay scale pursuant to the recommendation of the sixth pay commission's recommendations and other allowances with effect from 1/1/2006 to 1st September 2009. First up, further, the affidavit should contain as to whether the pension of the pension is being petitioned with the original petition. A pension of the original petitioner was paid or not, And if any amount is due, what is the amount due? They will further furnish a detailed calculation chart showing the calculation of payment which the petitioner is entitled to receive or has received.
Yes. Deeply obliged.
In this case, after 3 weeks.
Obliged.
Serial number 19, WPS 1723 of 16, Mr. Ayush Aditya, Mr. Miss Priyanka Dayal.
Your Lordship, I am appearing in this matter, Lordship, the petitioner.
Yes.
So the state has not been filed as counter affidavit in date, Your Lordship. This is the second round of litigation, Your Lordship. Yeah. My prayer is Lordship passing of the order dated 27/7/2011 where under Director Middle School has unilaterally and without giving any notice to opportunity of hearing, he have made a deduction of the pay scale of the petitioner, Lordship. Lordship, kindly come to Annex 2 of my great petition.
Who is appearing?
My lords, I am appearing for the state, my lords.
The counter has not been filed.
My lords, counter has not been filed, my lords.
Why? 2016 time was granted to you. By way of last indulgence already हो गया.
Yes, Lordship.
No. By way of last indulgence, two weeks further time is granted to the state to file counter affidavit, failing which appropriate order will be passed in this case.
Any date may fix.
2 weeks.
Obliged.
Obliged, my lords.
Serial number 20, WPS 3953 of 13, Mr. Sumit Barodia, Mr. Anurag Kashyap.
May it please your Lordship, madam.
What is this?
My lord, this is pertaining to my lord's regularization, which is covered, my lord. May I only request your Lordship, my lord, having sudden acute headache, my lord, today. Only for Passover for the day, my lord.
You are the work charge employee.
Yes, I am the work charge employee, my lord. I am covered by the full bench decision, and my lord, there were some affidavits which were directed to be exchanged. My lord, in fact, if your Lordship's permit, we have made a small note also. We can supply it to the court master in advance before the next date of hearing.
You are still working?
Yes, my lord. One of them, two of them, my lord. Actually, my lord, since yesterday evening only, my lord, I was not well. I could not go through the file completely, my lord.
Mr. Sumit Garodia pays for 1 day's accommodation. On his health ground. Allowed in this case after 1 week?
Yes. Can we just pass over for the day also, my lord? It will retain for next Friday.
In this case, next week.
All
Next
right,
week.
my lord.
Serial number 21, WPS 4174 of 13. Mr. Kundan Kumar Mr. Vikas Anand for the petitioner.
Who is appearing?
Lordship, I am appearing for the state.
Who is for the petitioner? Is Mr. Kalera you are appearing? Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Mute हुआ था.
Yes.
Yes. Now, my lord, your lordships, kindly have a look to order dated 26/10/2021. 26/10/21.
That cooperative weavers.
Yes, yes. Now,
Yes.
in spite of specific direction given by your lordships, they have done nothing. Neither any posting was given to the petitioner, nor the payment of salaries. Well, also the posting is not given, the salary is also not paid. Your lordship, kindly see the last portion of the order.
This is my humble imploration before your lordship to kindly give me some more time. Just we have already discussed on that issues, my lord. But from where this petitioner will get their salary, my lord, just with that regard, just some more instruction is required to be taken, my lord.
In spite of the order dated 26/10/2021, no action has been taken by the state. Full stop. Next part. The petitioner is running from pillar to post and has not been placed. And he has not been posted anywhere. As a result of which, he is not getting the salary since
2012.
2012. Let's start. The order dated 26/10/2021 speaks for itself. Full stop. Seeing the lethargic approach of the respondent, I direct the Director, Department of Industries, to remain present before this court on Tuesday. And Director of Industries Jharkhand to appear before this court on 8th at 10:30, when the matter will be taken up. He will inform this court the information which was sought for, right, order dated 26/10/2021. Let a copy of this order be handed over to the State Council immediately and be faxed to the Chief Secretary.
I'm for State of Bihar. My name is.
Give your slip. Just get it typed and get it signed immediately. Yes, next.
Serial number 22, WPS 4281 Mr. Mohan Kumar Dubey, Mr. Abhishek Sinha, Mr. Amit Kumar, Mr. Kamlesh Mansukhia.
I'm appearing in this case, Your Lordship, on behalf of the petitioner. I filed a substitution petition, Your Lordship, which has been
What is your
rejected
prayer? In the main writ application, praying for?
It was against the order of dismissal, Your Lordship. And now the sole petitioner has died, Your Lordship. So I filed a substitution on behalf of the widow.
So your prayer number 2 after your death will not
Goes,
remain.
Your Lordship. But she will be entitled for consequential benefits, Your Lordship.
You have to make an amendment in the prayer portion also. Now you're
Yes. Once my IE is allowed, Your Lordship, I'm substituted. Then I'll have to file an amendment application, Your Lordship.
Where is the dismissal order?
And that is, Your Lordship, Annexure 6, page 38. Actually, the deceased petitioner was appointed on compassionate ground, Your Lordship, on the ground that his mother had died, Your Lordship, in harness. Now, he had given an undertaking or affidavit of the father saying that he's an agriculturist. They issued a show cause notice to the deceased petitioner, and that is the ground for dismissal also, that he suppressed the fact that his father had superannuated from a government post, Your Lordship, and he was paying the pensionary benefits. Now, if Your Lordship sees the order dated 5/12/2014, passed in the present case, the state was directed to file a specific affidavit that whether payment of post-retirement dues would mean that he's in a government service. One of the spouses in the government service. So this is the issue which had to be decided, Your Lordship.
As per me, my lord, just may I permit it?
The son was given compassionate appointment.
Yes, Your Lordship.
In place of the
mother.
In place of mother, my lord.
Mother.
Prior to appointment, Your Lordship, father had superannuated.
Father was in service, he retired, and then he was getting some pension also. And he just suppressed this fact that he was not in service. He is not getting any pension.
Just tell me one thing, Mr. Tiwari. If you wouldn't have suppressed this fact, first, what was the fact which was sought for from him? Tell me. What was the fact which was sought for? He answered that is the answer which he had given. What is the question was which was put to him? Whose answer was, according to you, is misleading or false?
Now, kindly see the impugned order, my lord, just.
If the question is whether any of the spouse of the deceased is in government service or not, then you definitely say no. No one is in government service. Or if the question is was in government service and is getting any benefit from the government, then if we are suppressed, then the matter is something else. So first tell me what is the question which was put to him.
With that regard, the issue.
Yes. This is whether he's
after retirement, whether he shall be just given to the service.
Whether he's getting a retirement benefit or not, it is immaterial. Just tell me what was the question which was put to him.
Well, a compassionate appointment is generally given to support the family, my lord.
Don't say generally. Now,
it is the principle also. It is the principle also.
What is the scheme? It is governed by the scheme. What is the scheme?
That is there, my lord.
Whether this petitioner fits in the scheme or not. If your scheme says that we will evaluate the financial condition of a person who has died, whether his heirs are able to maintain themselves or not in spite of the death, then it is something else. If you say that once a government employee dies, his kith and kin will be given the compassionate benefit, then you have to give.
Some time may be given to just take out some instruction with the department also. Issues shall be resolved. Just I understood the issues, my lord.
This is for substitution. What is your substitution petition?
This is your lordship IA number 3402 of 2021.
IA number 3402 of 2021. First time. The petitioner has expired during pendency of this writ application. First time. Expire. In this writ application, the petitioner, original petitioner, had challenged the order by which he was dismissed from service. First time. Next part. The counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner needs to be substituted by his wife.
Yes, your lordship.
By his wife, namely
Sushma Mishra.
Sushma Mishra. Died on 27/4/21. Sushma Mishra, Kumar Sanu Mishra, Ranjan Kumar Mishra. You check paragraph 5 onwards. So. It has also been submitted the cause of action survives and devolves upon this respondent as if the dismissal order is set aside, the monetary benefits has to be granted to the substitute to the heirs of the deceased. First up. What do you have to say, APP? Yes. What do you have to
after the death of the petitioner, my lord?
Your GP. Your GP.
GP3, my lord.
You have to say GP3?
My lord, after the death of the petitioner, my lord, the reinstatement is
Counsel, the GP3 submits that after the death of the petitioner, the cause of action doesn't survive, as there is no question of reinstatement. What's the next matter? After hearing the counsel for the parties, I find that though there is the one of the cause of action doesn't survive, but ultimately if the dismissal order is set aside, the legal heirs are entitled to receive the death cum retirement benefits. First up. In that way, some cause of action too survives and devolves upon the heirs of the deceased. Also, thus, it is necessary to substitute the deceased petitioner by 1, 2, 3, 4. First up, this IA is allowed. The the counsel for the petitioner will make necessary correction in the cost title in writing within 2 weeks.
Obliged.
Next.
Obliged.
Let's discuss after 2 weeks under the state heading. In the meantime, the state will seek necessary instructions, if any, so that the case can be disposed of at the stage itself.
After 3 weeks, my lord.
2 weeks.
Obliged, your lordship.
Number 23, WPS 492413, Mr. Tapan Kumar Mishra, Mr. Sudhanshu Shekhar Chaudhary for the petitioner.
Now, in this case, just day before yesterday, I received a lot of petition with dead. I saw 4 weeks time can be granted so that I can implicate the wife as a petition.
Just a minute. Counsel for the petitioner submits that he has received information that the petitioner is dead. First up. He submits that he wants to file an appropriate application substituting the deceased. First up. And prays for 4 weeks time. Next para. Let's discuss after 4 weeks.
I assume you have responded university.
Let's discuss after 4 weeks.
For the state.
Serial number 24, WPS 5769 of 13, Mr. Deepak Kumar Dubey for the petitioner.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of petitioner, so I may be permitted to withdraw this case, Your Lordship.
Where is Deepak Dubey?
My lord.
You were not on record also. Oh, sorry.
I am.
Sorry. There was so many faces are appearing. It's confusing. Mr. Deepak Dubey submits that he has received instruction from his client to withdraw this writ application. Prayer allowed and dismissed as withdrawn.
लॉकडाउन में वो जो पेपर भूल गए हैं
Guys, let's
So now one should open up all 5 days. Yes.
Serial number 25, serial number 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. WPS 582, WPS
In this case, आपका भी हम सुन रहे थे जज कोर्ट का भी सुन रहे
Yes.
WPS 588 of 15, WPS 591 of 15 with WPS 604 of 15. Mr. F.R. Rahman, Mr. Shadabin Haq for petitioner in all the cases.
And in this case, I am appearing for petition, Lord. And
yes.
Where is the Lord for grant and make payment of revised salary, Lord, to the teachers, Lord, who are teachers of minority schools, Lord, at par with the teachers of government schools, Lord. That is the only case, Lord. And besides that, Lord, other pair is also, Lord, regarding the interim reliefs which has not been added in their fixation, Lord.
What is the stand of the state?
They are taking a stand, Lord, it is policy decision, Lord. But my humble submission for Lordship, Lord, the policy should be rational, Lord, and it should not be arbitrary, Lord. Because, Lord, they are being disputed, Lord, because, Lord, kindly appreciate, Lord, the revised pay scale has been implemented with effect from 1/96, Lord. Monetary benefit to the teachers of government school has been granted with effect from 1/4/1997. And to these teachers, Lord, who are of the humanity aided school, Lord, recognized by the government, they are being given 1/4/2007. And for the sixth pay scale, Lord, the monetary benefit is 1/1/2006 to government teacher, Lord, and to these teacher 1/4/2008. This cannot be done, Lord, because government aided schools, Lord, are fully financed by the government, Lord, and teachers are having same qualification, Lord, and teaching the same syllabus, Lord.
No, just about. The pay scale has been granted to you.
Yes, Lord. Revised pay scale is granted.
It is only the question of arrears. From which date?
From the date, Lord, in case of sixth pay scale, Lord, that is from 1/4/2007. But they have granted government teacher for 1/4/1997, and to me, Lord, 1/4/2007. My humble submission, Lord, the teachers of government aided schools, Lord, the minority school, they should also be granted with effect from same date as has been given to government teachers, Lord.
Yes, state.
My lords, I am appearing in serial 29, my lords. My lords, may I submit one thing, my lords? My lords, one batch of writ petitions have been allowed by the coordinate bench of this honorable court, my lords. And thereafter, my lords, the state has preferred the LPS, my lords. And the Honorable DB3, my lords, by order dated 21st February 2022, recently, my lords, has quashed the order of the Honorable Writ Court, my lords. And matter has been remanded again back to the Writ Court, my lords, to consider some circulars and rules, my lords.
Those things are not in our knowledge, Lord.
Recently,
not reported judgment, Lord.
LPA number 35 of 18, my lords. The stand is, my lord, the benefits have been granted, my lords, but with effect from the date, there is a change in that, my lords.
Counsel appearing for the on behalf of the state submits that this in a similar issue, a judgment has been passed by a division bench of this court in LPA number
35 of 2018, my lords, 137 of 2002 LPS, my lords.
35 of 2018 and
LPA 137 of 2018.
137 of 2018.
Order dated 21st February 2022, my lord.
21st February 2022.
My lords.
He submits that the matter has been remitted to the single judge for rehear and pass an order after taking into consideration some circulars.
My lords.
He submits that the aforesaid writ application bearing number
writ application 4284 of 16, my lord.
4284 of 16
and WPS 6849 of 17. 6849 of 17.
17 will be heard, and the full stop. Next para. Considering the submission of this counsel for the state, let this all writ applications be adjourned till disposal of the aforesaid writ application.
Obliged.
Or it may be tagged with, if possible, it may be tagged with that, my lord, so that I can also.
Yeah.
Obliged.
Serial number 31 with serial number 32 and serial number 33. WPS 5967 of 30 with WPS 6551 of 30.
Your Lordship, this case in the serial number 32, my lord, I am appealing. The case has the grievance of the petitioner. Your Lordship, I am appearing for the. In serial number 32, my lord, I am appearing. All the grievance of the petitioner has already been addressed. I have give the details in my supplementary. Let it be disposed of on that basis.
It is 32.
32, yes.
The 31. 32.
That is for upgradation. Yes. Affidavit dated 31/7/2018.
What about 31? What about 31?
Your Lordship, I'm praying for Passover for the day as Mr. Garodia is not well, Your Lordship.
Which case Garodia is appearing?
Your Lordship, 31, 32, and 33.
Mrs. Paul says that
32 I am appealing.
she has no grievance. Now what Mr. Garodia has to do with it?
Let this case be disposed of because supplementary affidavit has been all the grievance of the petitioner, but I should not say for the other's case. But in my case, I may say
that your case is WPS 6551 of 2013.
Yes, yes. 6571 of 2013.
6551.
51.
Which case you are appearing, Mrs.
Sorry. 51, but supplementary it has been typed on.
No, it has been corrected. 6551. You have corrected it in the supplementary.
Yes, ma'am.
Which
in paragraph 3 and 6. Safety Commission report, that is the upgradation image CPO. Matter was settled. 6, my lord, kindly see. Middle portion. During the pendency of the petition in compliance of the order dated and direction dated 6.
I'm not getting it.
Paragraph 6, page 3.
Page 3, paragraph 6.
Yes.
Supplementary affidavit on behalf of the petitioner. Yes. The case was heard at the time of filing counter affidavit. It is pertinent to mention in the praise of the petitioner to pass a necessary, but the same has not been granted by any government. But till date, however, during the pendency of the writ petition in compliance of the order, Supreme Court number so and so, in the light of the resolution dated so and so.
In the light of the resolution.
Jharkhand, all the petitioners except petitioner 6 have granted the promotion to their respective promotion post. Petitioner 6 has been granted the first ACB.
7th also I updated. And they have given the upgradation with retrospective effect. That is an step 23.
So you say your grievance has been redressed?
Yes. All have been given.
Mrs. M. Pal, senior advocate appearing on behalf of the petitioner, submits. लिखिएगा इसमें WPS 2013. Petitioners submit that during pendency of this writ application, the grievance of the petitioner has been redressed. She submits that she has filed a supplementary wherein in paragraph 6 and 7 onwards, she has given the details as to how her grievance has been redressed. First paragraph 6 to 9. First considering the statement of made by Mrs. Pal and in view of the statement made in paragraph 59 of the supplementary affidavit dated
31/7/2018.
31/7/2018, this application is disposed of, is dismissed as infructuous as the grievance have already been redressed. What about
disposed of
disposed? Yes. Yes.
I am for
What
this.
about the others?
My lordship, serial number 3, my lordship.
33?
3, only 3, my lordship.
31 and 33? 31 and 33? Who is appearing?
Which item number 31, lordship?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Tiwari.
इसको next week में रखा
Grievance
जाता है.
redress.
No,
Grievance
lord.
redress.
No, lordship. The matter pertains to MSP, lordship.
$32 grievance has been redressed. 31. Who is for 33? Mr. Indrajit Sinha. Ajay Kumar Shah.
Notes 31, 32, and 33 notes we appear for the respondent.
But where is the petition? None appears in case number so and so 31 or 33. 32 alag ho gaya. Let's discuss after 3 weeks.
Notes in serial 32 notes coming.
32 disposed of.
32.
As infractions. Okay, we have a full court reference at 115.
डेली लिस्ट का 3 रह गया था जो नेक्स्ट वीक कर दिया जाता है.
अब कुछ नहीं जानते.